This is an emergency video. I did not think I was going to be coming on here talking on a Monday night. I'm just getting in the house. Been out working all day long. I get on my phone and I see a tweet from Sean Ross Sapp about Sasha and Naomi, and I was like, what the heck is going on? So I just went on Twitter and I saw everybody talking about the situation. So I'm going to read this and I'm going to basically break down the coding that's in this statement that Sean Ross Sapp said concerning Sasha and Naomi. So he said, when Sasha and Naomi arrived at the arena this afternoon, they were informed of their participation in the main event of tonight's Monday Night Raw. During the broadcast, they walked into WWE's head of talent relations, John Laurinaitis' office, and with their suitcases in hand, placed their tag team championship belts on his desk and walked out. They claimed they weren't respected enough as tag team champions, and even though they had 8 hours to rehearse and construct their match, they claimed they were uncomfortable in the ring with two of their opponents, even though they had matches with those individuals in the past with no conscience. Excuse me. Monday Night Raw is a scripted live TV show whose characters are expected to perform the requirements of their contract. We regret we were unable to deliver as advertised tonight's main event. So now apparently I heard they said Corey Graves said that Naomi and Sasha were unprofessional, when I remember Becky and Charlotte being seriously acting like kids when they was basically tossing each other's titles at each other. So just make it make sense. Let me go ahead and break down this thing right now. Ladies and gentlemen, you're not going to hear this on nobody else's podcast because everybody's either going to sugarcoat the situation, they're going to milk it, they're not going to talk about the real that's really going on. I've been trying to tell fans, especially black WWE fans, I'm not talking to nobody else right now because we already know how everybody else get down. I'm specifically talking to black WWE fans, the ones who think everything Vince McMahon do is great just because he put a title on somebody that favor or has our skin tone. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been trying to tell y'all every day, Vince McMahon will never give a rat's behind about the talent that look like you. You are nothing more than a peon to him. You don't matter. Your championships don't matter. You're not going to be booked right. But for some reason, you guys love everything he does. Everything. This is why I continue to call his clown behind out. Now, they said that Bruce Bridges said some straight up white supremacist stuff. I don't even remember what he said. But he said some straight up white supremacist stuff. And Sasha and Naomi said, you can forget that. I'm gone. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been trying to tell y'all how Vince and them get down for years. They are not in it. They are not in the business on building new stars or even helping the cats that been there for a minute to get over right. They are going to do everything in their power to make them do retarded stuff, to make them do things that they don't feel comfortable doing. And I'm sitting up here like, well, this was no shocker to me. The fact that they walked out, this is huge because the fact that everybody and mom was talking about it. And I'm sitting up here like, oh, this is not, like I don't know how people don't really understand the real truth what's going on. The real truth is Vince has never been in the business of booking black talent right. Now people gonna say, well, what about The Rock? Well, what about Mark Henry? Well, what about Jazz? Well, what about Jack Keys? Well, what about this and what about that? What about Booker T? Yeah, and go back and look at how they title runs was. Go back and look at how things work. The only reason The Rock got over was because he was Samoan. That's the only reason he got over. Everybody else, nah. Mark Henry didn't even win anything until afterwards. It's like I told y'all, man. Vince has never been in the business of doing us right. The gimmicks that we get are nothing more than stereotypical gimmicks. We either rapping, we dancing, we shucking and jiving. We on some fruity type of stuff. We just on some goofy stuff, just silliness, clowning, acting a fool. It's unfortunate because Naomi and Sasha was doing their thing. I was very happy for them when they won the championships and the tag team titles at WrestleMania because I didn't see it coming. Because I know Vince McMahon enjoys Sasha looking like a fool, losing every day. So, and I can say I can't trust this clown when it's concerning the cats that look like us. I cannot trust this clown. I never will, and I'm telling you, I don't care how many times he has one of us go over. I still will never trust him. Then I know I'm gonna have the counterattack folk that's gonna say, well, what are you doing? Aren't you cool with not? Listen, I check everything Tony Khan does. How many times have I been on his case about how he's been booking the cats that look like me or favor my skin tone? I told you, I don't shuck and jive for none of these wrestling promotions. I don't. I tell you the bold faced truth. You're not gonna hear this on nobody else's channel. You're not. Now, when I say that, I'm talking specifically to the people who do break down stuff like this, but they don't go as hard as I do. Shout out to my boy Mike. Mike said this last time. No, Mike, I'm telling you, Mike, how you do your thing, you do your stuff, and how you do your thing. But I'm talking about over here. I break it down to the T. I tell you exactly how these wrestling promotions get down. It does not matter if it's WWE, Impact, AEW, New Japan Wrestling. I tell you the bold-faced truth how these companies move. And these companies don't have the interest that you would think you and I would deserve, especially WWE. WWE don't even give a care. And the situation that happened with Naomi and Sasha is just a prime example that Vince has never gave a crap. He's never cared about women's wrestling, and he straight up don't care about the black town. He never did, he never will. So from this point on, I do not want to see Sasha hop back online saying, thank you, Vince. Because it just seems like every time when something happens, you'll see her hop on Twitter and then she'll get the bedwetting to talk about some thank you, Vince. No, Sasha, this is it. This is it. You've been disrespected way too much. You've been trying your best to come across as one of the best female wrestlers in the game. But for some reason, the clown that you work for does not appreciate what you bring to the table. And the fact that you are with one of the most talented women in the back, Naomi, the fact that Vince McMahon doesn't even care about her either. I've been trying to tell y'all love the E. Y'all love Vince McMahon. Y'all love him. That fool don't love you back. He never did and he never will. So don't come on my comment section telling me that I'm tripping. I'm telling you the bold-faced truth. This situation right here is no surprise. It's not surprising at all that Naomi and Sasha walked out. It's not. This is just a prime example that Vince McMahon does not give a crap. He would give them a stupid script and make them go out there and do it. No. Naomi and Sasha said we was going to bring prestige back to these women's tag team titles. That's what they wanted to do because Sasha and Naomi care about wrestling. They want to be known as great female professional wrestlers. That's what they want to be known as. They don't want to be known as just cats going out there jobbing. You got the championships and you're jobbing to one another. What? That's why I don't get Vince McMahon's goofy behind when he books. Listen, Roman Reigns is the only one that has not lost. If he's a champion and he's not losing, why are you booking every other fool with a championship like they don't matter? This is the type of stuff that this is one of the major reasons why I don't really rock with the E like I used to. Because I see right through that old bozo. I see right through him. And some of y'all gonna have to wake up. I don't know what it's gonna take. Like a lot of y'all, unfortunately, I know some of y'all gonna be mad as heck when I say this. A lot of y'all is in the sunken place when it's concerning Vince McMahon. Y'all stuck there. Y'all think everything he do is great. No, it's not. It's not. I don't care what y'all fools gotta say. I've been trying to tell y'all cats for the longest. Vince don't give a rat's behind about you or the talent that look like you. He never did and he never will. You're not going to hear this on nobody else's channel. Everybody going to sugarcoat around this issue because this is a real issue. This is a serious issue. And the fact that it's a quote-unquote scripted show is where people jump off of where I'm going. Yeah, it's scripted, but you got to look at the clowns that's producing it. The clowns that's producing it don't give a crap about the ones who got to go out there and perform this stuff. 3 hours of hot garbage. No. You crazy as a Betsy bug, man. You are crazy as a Betsy bug if you think that the foolishness that takes place in this promotion is outstanding. You might get a match here or there that might be good. You might get a pay-per-view that might be decent. But that's it. That's it. You're not going to have compelling storylines. You're not going to have people that you want to root for. You're not going to have people that you want to root against because it seems like everybody is the same. It's like one wrestler look just like that wrestler is just like that wrestler. There's nobody is not a standout. It's the same way. It's the same exact thing. And I know I'm going to have people say, well, AEW is in the same boat. I tell you this. I check Tony Khan when he do retarded stuff, and when he does retarded stuff, I check him. So this is the problem that a lot of y'all don't like. Y'all don't like. That's why I say people they try to figure me out when it comes to this wrestling stuff. I might favor AEW over WWE, but at least I check Tony Khan when he do stuff that don't make no sense. You know, we on our way. We close to double or nothing, and I still feel like he could have put more forth and effort. It feel like he just gradually got his foot on the pedal, and he ain't really going as hard as he should. He doing stuff that don't make no type of sense. That's why I check his behind. But see, y'all fools don't want to check Vince McMahon because you think he gonna give you a couple of butter biscuits. Nah, you can miss me with all that butter biscuit talk. I ain't down with that. I don't get down like that. Y'all might get down like that. Y'all might love the butter biscuit that Vince McMahon feeds y'all every time you watch Raw and SmackDown. It ain't me. He come to me talking about, hey, you want to eat a butter biscuit? I say, you get this butter biscuit out of my face, you white supremacist. Get on. Get your tail on somewhere. Ain't nobody trying to see you. But no, ain't nobody gonna. No, you're not gonna hear this on nobody else's channel because everybody else they want to quote unquote get all the interviews. They want to be buddy with the clown. I'm not buddy with none of these fools. I'm not buddy with Tony Khan. I'm not buddy with Vince. I ain't buddy with none of these fools because I'm telling you, at the end of the day, these wrestling promoters, they got the intentions or what's best for them. They're not thinking about trying to quote unquote make the show, worthwhile. While cats want to see what they present. Tony Khan, at some cases, but like I said, as a lady, he kind of been lacking. And see, you're not going to hear this from the hardcore AEW fan base because they going to take everything and think, oh, everything Tony Khan is doing is great. No, it's not. It's not. And so, with this situation that done popped off, man, it's no shocker to me. And I say kudos to both Sasha and Naomi for doing what's right. Kudos to the both of them because they could have easily just said, you know what, we're going to go along with this garbage man script and look stupid as heck, and people are going to wonder, what the heck is going on. I say it's Vince McMahon doing. It's the clown that's coming up with the product. It's the food that's booking the stuff. This is why I always say, don't get caught up on the fact that we win the championships. That's the biggest, what's the word I'm looking for? That's the biggest fool's gold tool I've ever seen is when we win a championship. You know the title run is going to be trash. It don't matter what title it is. That's why I don't get caught up on that. I get excited, but then again, I remind myself, you know what's going to happen after they win the championship. They ain't going to do nothing. It's just tokenism. Here's the championship. We're not going to book you right. You're going to look like trash, and that's the name of the game. It's a joke, man. It is a sad joke. You ain't gonna hear this on nobody else's channel. You're not gonna hear this on nobody else's channel. You're gonna hear people say, well, why you guys always race baiting? I say that's because you gotta look at the clown that's been running that show since way back in the day. This fool dang near 80 years old. He ain't changing his ways. His ways is the hardcore white supremacist ways. He ain't changing his ways. So you think he's gonna book the cats that don't look like him right? You crazy. First of all, this clown can't even book the cats that look like him right. So I'm going to sit up here and say it right now. He can't book nobody right, regardless of race. But especially when it comes to the cats that favor me or got my skin tone, he can't book us worth nothing. But we get excited when we win championships and thinking that's great. No, y'all need to get the butter biscuits out your face. Get out the freaking sunken place, you goose. Get out. Vince McMahon don't care about you. Look. Sasha and Naomi are telling you right now. They're telling you Vince does not care about you. But you sit up here and you agree to everything he do is great. No. But then again, it's a bunch of, I bet you, I ain't even got to read the tweets. I know there's a host of cats that sound exactly like that fool Corey Gray that said that Naomi and Sasha are wrong and that they need to go along with the get along. Get out of here. Get the heck out of here with that buffoonish statement. No, if the booking is retarded, they got every right to call Vince McMahon out and say, Vince, this booking is stupid. It's stupid, man. Give us something that makes sense, man. Don't give us something that got us looking like idiots. Nope. No, cause y'all cool with it. Y'all cool with stuff like this. I just want to say, y'all like, oh no, y'all. This is what y'all like. Y'all like the idiotic booking that goes on in WWE land. Y'all love it. Couldn't be me. It could be me. But anyway, I've been going on a little bit too long. I wanted to come on here. I really didn't know. I really had no intentions on dropping a video on Monday night talking about anything related to WWE. I was getting ready to get something to eat, and then get myself ready for tomorrow. But this news just popped up out the woodwork, and my video is the only one that you're going to hear basically break down the real truth behind this. You might hear people say some things that's true to this, but then you're not going to hear it broken down like how I'm breaking it down. You're just not. You are not, because everybody like to sugarcoat situations like these. They like to sugarcoat it. They like to buck dance. They like to play along. And nah, I ain't playing along over here. I don't play along over here. You're not going to catch me buck dancing for Vince McMahon ever. I'm just telling you right now. You're not catching me buck dancing. Never. In this situation right here, you got every right to call that clown out. You got every right to call him out. Naomi and Sasha were excellent for doing that. I'm glad they walked out. Walk out on those clowns. John Laurinaitis, Bruce Pritchard, the Beaver clown, Kevin. Walk out on those clowns, because those clowns don't care nothing about you. They don't have your best interests in mind. They ain't interested in booking you right. It is unreal, man. This is unreal. Listen, more than likely, we're gonna hear more about what transpired and everything. Like I said, it is what it is. Like I said, Sasha's ready to go to Hollywood, and Naomi's situation, I don't know. I have no idea, but I think for me, I believe this was a great thing. This was excellent, because they tired of it. They want to bring prestige back to those women tag team titles. They wanted to. It's the clown that books the show. The buffoon that books the show has no intention of booking them right. That is this. This is basically what this whole clown report that Sean Ross Sapp put up. That's all it means. That's it. This is all it means. It means nothing else. This is just basically saying Vince McMahon does not give a crap about booking the women's division right, and that the two sisters that have the tag team titles had enough and said, you know what, this is just straight stupid, Vince, and we walking the heck out. We don't care. This is idiotic. This is stupid. It makes no sense. And you think we're supposed to go out here and look like complete jobbers, look like complete buffoons, and you think that's acceptable to us? You're crazy. You crazy as heck. Crazy. Idiotic. Cats, y'all know exactly what to do. If I offended you in this video, you know I didn't mean to offend you or nothing like that, but you gotta hear the truth. You had to. You're not gonna hear this nowhere else. I'm going to break it down like nobody in the IWC. Cats in the IWC ain't gonna talk about it like how I'm talking about it. I got to bring you the real. That's what I always do. Over here at KCFL Wrestling Takes, I bring you that real all the time. The realest of the real. Shout out to my man, the real one. You know who he is. Shout out to that dude. But I does my best to keep it real over here. Keep it real about this wrestling crap. This your boy KCFL, King Self for Life Wrestling Takes. Holla at your boy.